Mmm. Still haven't technically finished my dinner, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I was baking pizza in the oven, and I moved my chair because my chair squeaks, and I heard a buzzing noise. I thought it was the chair because my chair squeaks. So I stayed still. I muted the stream I was listening to and kept hearing it. And then my other window, because I have a window here and a window on the other side, there was a wasp in there. So, of course, naturally, I freak out because how the fuck did it get into my apartment? I'm also allergic. So, I called my neighbor, my downstairs neighbor, and was like, hey, do you have anything to, like, get rid of wasps? So he came up here and, like, he opened the window and we got the wasp to go out the window because there's no screens on these windows for some reason. So that happened. So that's what took me a little bit. Hello, all my friends. All my friends in the computer. Hi, Glow. Thank you for the lurk. Hope you are fun lurking wherever you be doing. Good morning at 1:26 a.m. Oh my god. Yolfador. I could never have your sleep schedule. Oh my god. I saw Ryan. Hello. Abigail, thank you for the second. And I think that's everybody. Oh, and Adrian. Hi, Adrian. But Adrian also is also lurking. I also need to do something real quick here before I forget. It's something for my apartment. Can I edit this? No? Okay. Can I cancel it? Can I cancel this maintenance request? I'll figure out how to do that later. I'm having not dishwasher. I'm having washing machine problems, and I have 2 interviews tomorrow on Zoom, so I don't want them showing up while I'm on a call. So I just need to figure out what I'm going to do. I might call the office and be like, hey, don't have them show up between these times, please, and thank you, goodbye. At least it didn't sting while you were asleep. Oh, that is very true. Yeah, that would have been fun waking up tomorrow and having hives or something. Because, like, when I got bit, because I got bit by a bee, not stung by a bee. I got bit here and here on my nose and on my chin, and my entire half of my face puffed out after, like, less than 24 hours. That was not fun. That would have been great for an interview tomorrow. Unlurk, I just arrived as he said hi, so hi, I got food. You'll put on toast, not hot dogs. Funny. Did you bring food for all of us? You know the drill, Adrian. You're a mod. You know the drill. Lost stinging me in my sleep will be the death of me 100%. Are you, like, anaphylactic? Like, will you go into anaphylactic shock if you get stung by a wasp? Toast is pog, too. Toast is very pog. How do y'all like your toast? I like potato bread, and I like it not burnt. Like, a decent toastage. Not, like, overly toasted, and not, like, under toasted. And I like it with butter. And sometimes with cinnamon and sugar. If I'm feeling really fancy and I'm craving something sweet, that's how I take my toast. Oh my god, Bestie, I figured out how to play Leighton's Brothers. Oh my god, yeah, I saw your tweet. I was gonna respond to it, like, right now. But, like, I was like, Glow's here. I can ask them while I'm streaming. But, oh my god, that's so great! Are you gonna play it tomorrow? I might try to pop in, depending on when you stream and when my interviews are. I was going to play my guitar once, and a bee came out from the sound hole. Oh, that's terrifying. Oh my goodness. I don't know what will happen other than I might die if not immediately treated. Oh, that's unfortunate. Shares toast reluctantly. Haha, JK, sharing is caring. Careering, yes. Alright. I don't know yet. LMAO. That's fair. That's super fair. Alright. So what we're gonna do tonight, because I'm really feeling the music. My headset just, like, turned off because I'm not playing music or anything. It's like, oh, you're not doing anything? That's unfortunate. So what we're doing tonight is we're gonna just do some chill music stuff. I did put a poll in the Discord server in idea voting, for other pieces for me to work on tonight. There's 10 listed, but I'll pick the top 4 in votes, because, like, what usually happens when I sit down to write music, if it's not something, like, I am being paid to do, so if it's not, like, a commission, I bounce around from, like, literally 10 different things, and I get nothing done. Like, I'll write a measure for one piece, and then go to another piece and just listen to what I have, and then put it away, and then, like, pull out a third piece that I've already finished, and work on that one. And then I'll go watch, like, my own YouTube videos for, like, a half hour, and then, like, the entire night is gone by that point. So by y'all limiting my options will help me stay focused. But yeah, so what we're gonna start off with doing, is my brain just fucking hates me, you know? So last night I'm trying to fucking sleep, and my brain's like, hey, you know the one song from Les Mis, One Day More? What if, like, Marcus, Cara, and Connor sang that? Thonk. And I'm like, why are we thinking about this, like, 2 seconds before I fall asleep? So I stayed awake thinking about it. And that's probably why I only got 6 hours of sleep last night. And probably, well, my alarm was set up to go off at 6 a.m. anyway. But probably why I just did not get much sleep. And then, like, I started thinking about it more today, and I'm like, oh my god, this would be a great parody. Like, not like a parody where we're making fun of it, but, like, and then Glow encouraged it. Yeah, Glow and I were in DMs figuring out which characters from Les Mis in relation to the song would be which characters in Detroit. Oh my god, it was a time. So we're gonna start working on it. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna want to do tonight of it. I might spend the entire night doing that. We might take a poll, like, halfway through to see what else we want to do. We're just gonna go with the vibe. I'm really feeling it right now. Like, I went to an interview in the next town over, so it's like a 20-minute drive, and I was listening to the song there and back, and, like, singing, trying to, like, figure out the words, because, like, it's gonna be good, and I want to do it before the deck art, so Brian and Amelia do their anniversary stream for Detroit, which is at the end of the month, so I want to get it done before then. I know I can turn something like this around, like, really quickly, but I have no time this week, so that's why we're here right now. So y'all are gonna get to see a little bit of my music writing process, and we might do more of these music streams. Oh, in case you haven't heard, I'm 95% sure I got the job at GameStop. So we have a backup job. Will it pay for everything? No. But we'll figure that out as we go. It'll be fine. I just have a backup, and that's all that matters. That Guitar Bee just wanted to say hi. Combat friend, how are you doing? How did you finish your drive to your destination, my friend? And how is everything going? Sleep is canceled. Time to remember that one 5th grade field trip. Yo, that is so fair. That happens so often. Or, like, I'll get an idea for, like, a fanfic or something, so I'll sit there for an hour in bed when I was supposed to be sleeping, like, thinking of this fic and, like, how it would go, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be sleeping. Why can't this wait until morning? And then, like, my friend Erin will, like, get, like, 15 text messages in the morning, like, oh my god, this is the new fic idea I have. Oh my goodness. My first album was supposed to come out in 2013. I'm still not even close to anything being properly done. The new project button is my enemy. Oh yeah, that's so fair. I have so many unfinished projects for finale. Hey, Job is good. Very good. Alright, I have indeed arrived in Houston. I'm already exhausted. 23 hours, but actually 28 because of stops is a lot in 3 days. That is a lot in 3 days. God bless you. Can also someone check to make sure the redeems are working, please? I would really appreciate that. Alright, so I'm going to pull this up on my other screen. So I found sheet music for it online, so we're just going to do, like, a lot of copying, and I'm using copying very loosely because it's already transcribed, so I don't have to do that by ear, but I might go in and fix things how I need to fix them, or if my ear hears something differently later on. So what I have, y'all probably can't even see this. This is probably so grainy and so tiny, and I can't make it bigger. Ah, Eggy! Yes, y'all can have an Eggy. Hello, an Eggy. An Eggy for your trying times. Thank you. Yes, the redeems are working. Thank God. I did nothing differently. So what we're doing right now is we're selecting the instruments we want for our score. Usually when I write something like this, I usually do 2 pianos. The top piano will be treble treble, and the one will be bass bass on the bottom. Just generally how I write stuff.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Thank you for the Hajime redeem, Abigail. Alright, and this is the how you want to title it thing. Alright, and the time signature is in 4/4. The key is not in flats, it's in sharps. I'm gonna guess like 75 measures. The tempo is moderato with 86. 86 it! Moderato, not that way, please. Moderator, yep, that's how you spell it. Perfect finish. And now we have our piece. Great. Ugh, I don't want a new version of Finale, no thank you. I do have this on the window itself so y'all can see my pop-ups and what I'm doing. Sleep or new project or new game or new video or new, what was I doing again? Oh well, I guess let's start something new. Yep, that's my brain. Maybe I do have ADHD. I don't know. I don't like to self-diagnose, but like I know Evan made a joke of it like forever ago, but like I can't help but wonder if Evan is onto something here. Oh god, okay, so some of these... Okay. We're to play with this a little bit. Also, it's gonna be 93 plus degrees all week. How's the weather everyone else? I think up here it's like in the 70s, or like the highs the 70s is what it is. We're also gonna see if this picks up any audio or not. Oh, why is that quiet as hell? Oh god, that's so quiet, and the mixing is so bad. I don't know why for Finale it's like, oh yeah, you pick 2 pianos, they're gonna be all the way in your right eardrum. Like, who? Why? Just put them in the fucking center. Who? Evanescence. I love Evanescence, they're so good. 270 BPM, or it's not prog metal. I don't listen to prog metal, but that's me personally. We're at average 57 degrees here this week. I assume you mean Fahrenheit because Celsius, I'd be very concerned. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to have to turn this up because Finale just hates audio. I don't even know. Alright. Wait, is this? Yeah, okay, wait, it's a repeated pattern. Also, I don't know why Finale just automatically, like... Oh yeah, we're gonna fill it with, like, all this random junk and shit. Dragon, welcome in, friend. How are you? I'm doing a music writing stream today. It's gonna be very chill. Okay, and there's chords underneath. I'm gonna stick with all piano for now. I might change it to be a full orchestra, but that's gonna be a lot to dissect. But like considering I'm looking at a piano score, it's gonna be easiest for me to do just piano for the time being. Did this just shut off again? My headset. I hope not. Be very concerned. Because I was listening to music like 2 seconds ago. Yeah, that already sounds so much better. Okay. Ekami, friend. How are you? Can we get a shout out for Ekami, please? I'm doing wonderful. How are you? We are currently writing, transcribing. Yes, we are transcribing Les Mis. That is what we're doing right now. Beat him in 6/8 time. No. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Yeah, so, how much are they going for the share? Of course, friend. Yeah, I love doing the share the love redeems. Those are fun. Yeah, and of course it's supposed to be like, heart lifting and warm and fuzzy and spread the love. All that fun shit. I actually saw it from a different streamer who does that. So I was like, oh my god, that's something I want to incorporate too. Alright, so this... Oh, wait, we need to change trebles here. Okay, so this is treble, and this is going to be bass. It's all about that bass. Got that bass. No treble. Stop being mean to me. Then the last one is just, okay. Then, One Day More. Yeah, so One Day More is going to turn into a Detroit Become Human parody because I have really bad brain rot and it's fine. I'm also bummed I missed the Raccoon stream yesterday. I watched a bit of the VOD. Yeah, get to the Steam key. That's cool. Yeah, the dev actually was giving out Steam keys to streamers who are interested in playing the game during the week of the anniversary. So we checked it out yesterday. It's a cute little game. I don't think I'll finish it on stream for the sake of every time I tab in and out, it fucks up with my overlay, or at least on my end. But it's something I'll probably continue to play in my downtime. It's a cute game. It's really, really cute. Yeah. On my phone, I'm first. On my PC, you're first. Yolfador and Adrian are just in their own little world. Oh my god. Alright, so we need to add the moving line that I'm gonna put over here in the base because I say so. It's basically a descending scale. Wait, I fucked up. Where did I fuck up? A, G, F, E. Oh, there we go. There we go. Fucked up here. I put 2 E's. It's supposed to go back up. Yeah. And I don't think, it's not the dev's fault. I think it's just RPG Maker itself that was fucking with it. So it's like, it's not their fault about it. It's just how the game do be. Okay, so ba-da, ba-da-da. Pitches. Hello. We exist in my brain, right? I have perfect pitch. Why are you not working? And then this goes up to a B. Then we bring this one down to a D. I'm fucking up with pitches right now. Oh my god. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna yeet my save file over here so y'all can't see my folders. No, my folders are actually pretty decent. Why are we... Not you. My headset is being difficult. It's like, oh, you want to do something? Okay, we're just gonna beep constantly. And I'm like, why are y'all doing this? I don't appreciate it. Do I not? I got to create a new folder. Nah, it's fine. Okay. Simbel friend, how are you? Welcome to the chill music stream, where we're not actually listening to music, we're transcribing it. Alright, so let's see how this sounds. I actually like this down the octave. I actually really do. And I think, like, in the actual transcription, it's down the octave, but I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Or not the transcription. In the version that I've been listening to, which is from the 20th anniversary, that was released last year, or not last year, the 2020 version, wait. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Spotify. Don't be mean to me. One day more. Oh, the 25th anniversary. The 2010 version. The 25th anniversary. That's the one I was referring to. That one, I'm pretty sure the descending chord notes, I think, might already be down the octave. I could be wrong. I haven't listened to it enough. There's gonna be some special announcement for the game tomorrow on the dev stream, so I'm excited to be. Ooh, maybe they're upgrading it? Maybe they're updating it? Music transcription is so cool. Thank you! I love doing that's like basically what most of what I do is. Like, I can write original music. I'm actually writing a little jingle for somebody, which I might be able to talk about later. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the legalese is, so I might not be able to talk about it yet. But I can write original music, and I have before. I wrote music for a friend's short film, which was a lot of fun. So much fun writing that. I get chills when I listen to it now, and it's all like I don't have an orchestra in front of me. I have MIDI files in front of me, so even for it to just like listen to it and get chills and even knowing it's not real instruments, I'm like, oh my god, it sounds so good. But like most of what I do is transcriptions or arrangements. Thanks, Aaron. It's so awesome. So cool. Oh, thank you, Abigail. I appreciate it. No, y'all. Don't y'all forget that y'all are awesome and cool too. Simba, I hope you've been well, friend. Oh my god, I'm trying to reopen Mystery Room on PC and it doesn't want to open. Mystery Room is being a butt. Oh no! Oh no! Wasn't your friend the one to help you with that? Based on your tweet, at least? Okay. So the music I'm looking at for this has these kind of repeated, but then also the treble line, because I'm looking at a 2-part piano score with vocal line. Oh shit, this is up the octave? I don't like that. That's uncomfy. I mean, we can do double octave. We can make it look atrocious. It's fine. Where is side spacing? Six spacing. Is it this? No spacing. Why is it like? Why are you like this? Excuse me? There's a way to adjust it. I just don't remember. I have been so bad with using my music program. I've been out of music and transcribing songs too long. I used to do it in high school with anime tunes on my clarinet. Oh, that's so much fun! I mean, I apply music spacing, score, piano, yeah, sure. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you. We'll try this. No. Boop. We'll try this. I do like that. It does add a little bit more depth. For now, until we add different instruments. Because that might also be bells as to why it's up the octave. Because not many instruments play this high. So it might be orchestral bells, actually. That's why. Yeah, I was a clarinet student. I played clarinet for... I still technically do, considering I'm playing for commencement on Saturday. Okay, so these change here. What note is that? An A, G. Oh, and now this goes down the octave. Okay, that's cool. Oh, okay, so this part literally repeats. Cool, cool. This becomes chords. Cool. Just gonna do bass. Chords. Oh, these are literally just all down the octave. Oh my god. I think it's an A. Then what? Wait. Am I missing a measure? Oh, no, it just changes in the fourth measure. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna keep the D... We're gonna keep the dick here. Keep the dick here. Love dicks. It's fine. Everything is fine. I'm not losing my mind, everybody, I promise. Okay, so... Bloom. Ah, an E7 chord. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got my undergrad in music education. So, like, my entire YouTube channel is just music stuff. Yeah, so it's fun. It's fun. When I actually have time to sit down and do this, it's a lot of fun. My ears, my head feels like I'm suffocating underwater right now, and I don't understand why. Okay. Oh, wait, I think... Oh, no. I just can't read. It's fine. Okay, so it's literally just that. That's fine. Okay, this is... I'm just gonna assume that this repeated part happens throughout. That's what I'm gonna assume. Jordy Chin doesn't like people. He just hates people. Some people little enough not to shoot them. That's very fair. Jordy Chin is very much that character. I mean, if I ever... Okay, so here's the tea. I would really love to do a podcast / Twitch series where we dive into different forms of media that I like. And it has to be stuff that I like in order for me to actually like be able to do it. But I would love to do each season would be like a different piece of media. So like the first one that I really want to do would be Detroit Become Human. Because like I'm already very actively in it. So I feel like I can best describe things a little better with it. And the whole podcast would be like we talk about like the lore, the storylines, the character development, like literally everything under the sun. So like I would love to do one about Watch Dogs. Mainly Watch Dogs 1, but we have to touch on 2 and 3. Yeah, Glow, I see you. And like with each podcast, like this is why Glow is winking. With each season, I would bring on a different co-host per se. Someone else, so because like I don't feel like I can just be the one talking about all these different pieces of media, because like I am not the end all be all. These are just my observations, my takes of everything. So I would bring on a co-host, someone who's also knowledgeable about the work, and what we're talking about, and someone I get along with, because I think that's necessary. And the co-host would help me, and like we would work together to make it happen, essentially. So Glow is giving me the wink winks over here because I've asked Glow for whenever we do the Professor Layton one, because I really wanna do one about Professor Layton series, because I grew up with that. That was one of my first Nintendo DS Lite games. So I really want to do Professor Layton. I asked Glow to be like my co-host for that one whenever I get there, which who knows when that will be. But like right now it's still like very much in concept phase, which is okay. It's okay. I'm in no rush. Because I really want to do Detroit first, and then by then we'll see what happens. This can't stop me because I can't. Oh my god, did you see my that's from my clip the other day. This can't stop me because I can't read. Okay, Bessie, I'm literally gonna start making notes for this. Oh my god, I am totally fine with that, because like I know like, well, for one, I would have to go back and like play through all the games again to make sure like that I take my own notes, but also like playing it from a more analytical standpoint and not so much as like playing it just to pass the time when I eat lunch and dinner, because that's what I did last summer. I think I replayed through most of them last summer when I would eat mainly dinner. Lunch I would eat at my desk. Was it last summer? No, it was 2 summers ago. When I first moved into my apartment, I would try to eat out in my dining room, because I was actually had a dining room to eat in. Oh, that changes there. Okay, cool. No, oh, that changes because of other things. Okay, I might need to look up a different musical score then. Start with that Joe Smith guy who, above the Palin card, who busted out of. Oh yeah. Well, it has to be someone that I am comfortable with. So it has to be someone that I've vetted, to make sure that I know I can work with them. That's why like I would be starting with, pieces of media that I already know I have someone in mind. So like for example, my friend who's also conveniently named Aaron, is the person I have in mind for doing Detroit Become Human with me, because like we literally have our own Discord server, just the two of us, where we like literally discuss things about like Detroit, about Connor, and also where we fangirl over Connor all the time, and it's fantastic, and I love them so very much. Both Aaron and Connor, that I love very much. I feel like I'm not writing music right now, which is fine. Well, yeah, because I have stalled on this. Because, okay, I'm just going to assume this is just a repeated pattern. So I'm going to blow this up a little bit. One day more. Maybe I'll sing a little bit. I don't know. If I do singing on stream, I have to make sure that it is... Okay, so this is... I'm going to have to make notes for myself. Oh my god. Where's my text tool? Here it is. Okay, this is when, not Marius. This is Valjean. Valjean entrance. Okay, Pog. Because I don't want to put these stupid bar lines every 4 measures. So this is my own tool. Okay. So, and then Marius comes in here. If I can actually type, that'd be cool. Okay, so that is another 4 bars. I did not live until today. How can I live when we departed? Is that 4 measures? That is 4 measures. Okay, wait, is that one 4 measures? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, yeah, that is 4 measures. Okay. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one just has an E here. That's fine. Oh, not that rest. We want that one. Stop yelling at me, computer, alright? Okay. Then it goes into... Valjean comes back in, then Marius and Cosette have their little duet thingy. We love them. They're so beautiful. Yay. Which I always confuse the notes when I was singing in my car earlier, which is fine and fantastic. Okay, and then this is gonna be Marius and Cosette. Fun fact, I've seen Les Mis on Broadway. I saw it when I was 17, senior year in high school. Was there for a marching band thing. I had no clue what was happening. I forget who I was telling this to. It might have been... I don't know if I said this aloud to anybody, or I might have just been thinking it internally. But, like, I think I would appreciate Les Mis now as an adult than versus as a 17-year-old in high school. Because don't forget, 7 years ago? Was it 7 years? 7 years ago. More like 8. When the live action came out, almost every other marching band was doing a Les Mis show in some aspect. So I was just like sick of it. And I never even seen the show. I was just so... Oh yeah, I did say that to you. Okay. I just didn't remember in the course of our conversation. I just didn't remember. And like I was just so sick of it. So when they announced for this trip that we would be seeing Les Mis, I was like, okay, all right, that's fine. I remember looking to the girl next to me during the 3rd act, and I was like, what is happening? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. Because that was the first musical I've ever seen where there is no pause for dialogue. So I was very confused on what was happening. But I think now as an adult, I think I would be able, like, I haven't seen it since then. Like, I've seen clips of it, seen the songs. Like, I made another parody of one of Look Down for Red vs. Blue, which I haven't posted yet. But like, I think now as an adult, I would appreciate it more, and I would like to rewatch it. Sponge Boy Me Ba. Have you seen Me Tang? Me Tang. This one. What are you fucking talking about, Yolfador? Are you okay? You good, my guy? Alright, so that's Marius and Cosette. These literally just repeat over and over again. Can we have something different? Oh, Eponine comes in and we're gonna have difference. Yay, we'd love to see it. Cool. Okay, and then... Okay, now we have difference here. That's very pog. That makes my day so much better right now. I might have to get headache medication because my head hurts. We're just trying to leave that for now. I don't know if this continues, so I'm just gonna leave that non-existent for now. We're gonna fuck with the baseline first. Some of this I have to go, because like, as I was saying earlier, the score I'm looking at, the piano line also combines the melody into the top part of the piano part, which is great when you need someone to sing along with you, but not great for transcription purposes. Like, obviously, there's always gonna be an instrument who plays the melody, but, like, I don't want all of them playing the melody. I don't want it. Is that... Oh, yeah, so we're in F sharp major now. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, we love a good syncopated rhythm. Can I just repeat this? Fuck. Okay. Just gonna be really lazy about the— oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. He's alright, methinks. He's just being meme savvy. Oh my god. Why did I pick you two as mods again? Y'all are awful to me. I mean, are they really mods if they don't pick on you? Let's be honest. Let's have a real talk here. Why is the baseline going up into the non-baseline? I don't appreciate this. Stay down the baseline, for fuck's sake. And that's supposed to be minor. Yes, yes indeed. Okay, B minor, we go back to F sharp. Great. Oh, this whole harmonic line needs to go bye-bye. You picked me because Yolf recommended me. Why you picked Yolf, I still don't know. I don't remember why I picked Yolf. Yolf, do you remember why I picked you as a mod? Because I don't. Oh, okay, and then this goes into B major, not B minor. Where's my sharp? There we go. Beautiful. Love to see it. I also don't know, but what do I know is Muse will get me fired someday. Major third. Okay. Where was I? I was down here in Stratosphere Land, I think. Yeah. Oh, and this gets a little... This part gets a little fucky. Okay. Okay. Sometimes the eraser key does not do what you need it to do. Who pinged me? Ah, this Discord server pinged me. Hee hee. Okay. Alright, well, we'll see how this sounds. Because it's very repetitive. And I don't need to get copyrighted. I probably will, though. It'll be fine. I expect with music streams that these will be copyrighted. Another day, another destiny. It's never changed the road to Calvary. There's no scene of crime. Will surely come a second time. One day more. Not live until today. How can I live when we are parted? One day more. Tomorrow your words away. Something. And yet with you my words have started. Then key change. One more day all on my own. Yeah, I need to find that fucking melody line. Hold on. Pink slip. Notice the termination reason memes. You no longer require your services. Effective date. Unknown time in the future. Alright, so that was that one. In terms of music that I am using for this. Let's try this one. Actually, no. Let's not try that one. Let's try this one. Bass part only? This is not the bass part. Like, bruh, I'm looking at it. This is not the bass part. Oh, this is like the sung bass part. Ew, okay. I see what you're doing there, bro. Okay. Better be prepared than taken by surprise. Oh my goodness. Okay, can I go back to the one I was using for like a hot second? I might also need to go get headache medication because I feel one coming on. So when I have seniority over you in this employment, I have no idea. I have no idea why. No idea why you do. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll get to the key change in this piece, because I need to figure out the melody line, which is not a today problem. This is a later problem. And then we'll move on to a different piece. I'll use the Discord server's vote to determine which piece we move on to. And that'll be more like ear training exercise for y'all who are curious on how my process is with that. Alright, so basically, almost the exact same. In terms of rhythm, it is the same for the most part. Note-wise, not so much. Yeah, there is a neutral sign. Nope. Oh, wait, did I fuck up? I probably did. Yeah, 1, 2... Yeah, I fucked up. But thankfully the last measure is different anyway, so it's okay. Okay, but we do start getting... Okay, so we want half notes in the bass. Nope. Missed it by a line. Hey, Scotty, how are you? Can we get a shout out for Scotty, please? Because Scotty's a really cool streamer, and I appreciate him so very much. How are you? God, my head just hurts. Yeah, this is a look, right? This is definitely a look. I feel my ears need to pop. This is actually probably really bad for the headset. Just gonna drop these here. Like, considering, like, I don't need to listen to things right now, I'm probably fine without wearing my headphones. For at least the time being, at least. Really cool is a bit of a stretch. I'm just some idiot trying to cause chaos. I mean, hey. Chaos is chaos, and we do appreciate some chaos from time to time. Right, everybody? Wait, why is that? Oh, because it was not that in the last measure. That's fine. Bet. Okay. Okay, and then... Okay, so it's a C major chord-ish. No, it's an A minor chord. Yeah, it's A minor. Over, and then an E suspension. Not suspension. A in the key of E. Wait. Oh yeah, A minor in the key of E, so it's leading into E. It's one of those weird pivot chord things. I don't remember the terminology. Then G, and this changes here, which annoys me. Then we're just gonna do octaves. Why not? Chaos from time to time, just time to time, right? Yep, we do that all the time. Yeah, y'all are very chaotic. Not, like, awful chaotic, but y'all are chaotic. My headset's going there for the time being.
A body has been discovered!
I'm gonna cry a little bit. Go late. Thank you for the follow. I hope my redeem went off, because I did not hear it. So I'm sad I didn't get to hear the body discovery announcement. But thank you for the follow, friend. Welcome in. We are currently working on transcribing One Day More from Les Mis, so I could turn it into a... I almost said Dead by Daylight, which would have been incorrect. A parody of Detroit Become Human. But not in, like, the funny way. More like in the... There's a lot of similarities here, and I kind of just want to sing all the parts because I can. And I want to. I know there's an easier way to do ties. Leave me alone. Never saw me there. I did not sing the right notes there. We're gonna ignore that, because I don't need to sing right now, so it's okay. And there is a faster way to do this, but I really don't feel like doing it. Not right now. No, no, no. I mean, I can cause a whole riot at any point if I just get a haircut. Oh yeah, that is very true. How do you feel about your new shaved look you got going on? I often try not to compliment people on their appearance, because, like, I know some people get weird about it. Like, I know I get weird about it when people compliment me on my appearance. Sometimes, like, if it's some stranger, then I'm like, who are you to tell me I look good? You don't even know me. You don't know what gendered terms I do and do not like. Let's have that conversation. But, like, it depends on the person, for me, personally. Okay, we're gonna start there. Da-da-da-da. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Key change. We love key changes. They're fantastic. Can I just, like, pop this up, like, 2 steps? Can I do that? Will that work? I mean, it theoretically works. But will it be correct? No. I had to change a couple notes around. Which is why we have this tool. Nope, that's not the right tool. Well, technically it is the right tool. But this tool is what we want. Then what note do we change here? That one, and then we're gonna go over here. Notice how just changing one note changes the entire chord structure. I love music for that purpose. Now what's baseline doing here? Oh, a tremolo! Tremolo, my beloved! How do I write tremolo again? Where are my tremolo? Where are my things on the side? Excuse me? It's weird, but I like a change. I always want something different, and I had the beard for a few months, and it was starting to annoy me. That is very fair. I have a feeling my shaved side is going to start annoying me with the next couple weeks. Okay, so I need a tremolo between these 2 notes. Is it in this? That's not the tremolo that I want. How do I write that tremolo? I don't know. We're gonna search it. Finale, tremolo, notation. That I did not hit notation. There we go. Okay, click the selection tool. Yeah, we're gonna learn something about finale today. You ready? You can click the selection tool. Hide the measures. Okay, from the what box? Choose. What? Oh, is that a plugin? Choose TG tools. And easy tremolos. The text box notification beams desired. Okay. How many beams are here? 1, 2, 3. Where'd it go? 3 beams. Wait, gotta go back. Boop. We want 3 beams. Alright. Create playback notes. Ah, that's not what I wanted. No, 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 no. Go back. It's not what I wanted. I want it. Oh god, why is this? Oh god, what is happening? Y'all see this weird looking thing on here? Oh my god, I don't know what I did. Me going in and out of finale when I shouldn't be. Oopsies. That was my own fault. There we go. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Don't worry, that box is just going to permanently stay there. It's fine. Plugins, my beloved looks on the amount of full terabyte plugins. Oh my god. I've never used plugins before. I've always been afraid of that. Ooh. I'll have to explore these later. Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to explore those later. That is not a right now problem. That is a later problem. Not a right now problem. Alright. We're going to go back. We're going to do this from the start. I think we are on 3rd page out of, was it 10? On the score that I'm looking at. So we made some good progress. I'm going to do my best to sing along with it. Can't promise it's going to be any good, because I'm still learning the words. which I will then have to decide if I'm going to parry the words, actually. I might change a few words, because, like, Valjean in this opening line, he says, this never-ending road to Calvary. I might change that to be, like, to Detroit or something, or to freedom, because it's about the androids, or people on the android side are the ones singing it. So, we'll see. We'll see. Bless me. God, I'm tired. My alarm still woke me up at 6 a.m. today. I was out of bed, in my chair at 7:45 this morning. Detroit Become Musical. Amen. Honestly, like, I was joking with Aaron, like, what if we got, like, the 3 main cast members to come back and sing for this? I know that would never happen, but, like, what if? In theory, what would that look like? Alright. Copyright. All the copyright. It's fine. One day more. Another day, another destiny. This never-ending road to Calvary. These men who know the sign of crime will surely come a second time. One day, I did not live until today. How can I live when we are parted? One day more, tomorrow you're both away. Lyrics. And yet with you my world has started. One more day, I'm on my own. Will it ever meet again? One more day with him not caring. Born to be with you. What a life I've never known. I swear it'll all be true, but you never saw me there. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, that tremolo rocks. But it's just missing a punch. Probably because, like, in the recording I'm listening to, it is, full orchestra. Full orchestra. So, that's probably the difference. One day, one more day, one day more. Oh god, I was belting that in the car. God, it's so good. One more day. Okay, let me look at the Discord server real quick. Let me see what y'all are looking for. Alright, y'all want to see me do Behold a Pale Horse from Halo. So we're going to transition to that. I'm going to take a really, really, really quick break. Probably no more than, like, 3 minutes. So I can get headache medication, perhaps more water, and put my dish in the dishwasher. So I'll be right back. And then when we're back, when we're ready, we will move on to Behold a Pale Horse from Halo 3. And we can talk about that then. And I will read your comment when I come back. Glow. So I'll be back in 3. Alright, gamers, here we are. Okay. Glow said, for project in a drama class, we did a project on musicals and we structured our presentation like a musical. Ooh, very nice. So we needed the last bit of One Day More into a 6-part harmony. Oh, that sounds so pog. That sounds so good. Alright, so for this one, I actually need to use Spotify for. Can I get rid of the Friends tab? I don't want that. Okay. Fine. Fuck. Alright, okay. Perfect. Alright, cool. Y'all ready for this, gamers? So I'll show you and we started it with the what the hell is a musical bit from Something Rotten. Oh, that's so... I wish I did more theater. I honestly did. Now, is this going to be the score that doesn't work in terms of playing things? We'll find out. It's got to reload my sound file. Ah, yes, the piano 1 refuses to work for whatever reason, so we're going to have to fix that right now. Yeah, sometimes Finale is just like, yeah, remember how you want something to work? Well, what if, like, you don't? Like, what if we just don't work? How about that? Like, okay, fine. Just fuck up my entire career, why don't you? Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum ba Alright, so this is Steinway. We want Concert Grand, because Concert Grand in D sounds the best out of all the MIDI instruments I have access to. There we go. Alright, that's where I left off. So we're about 30 seconds in. And what I found out that is Behold a Pale Horse actually combines different themes. So I could just do A Pale Horse, which I believe is from the original Combat Evolved soundtrack, which would end, like, it's a minute 30 long-ish. So I could do that. I probably will do that. And then, like, as I build each part on, like, combine it to Behold a Pale Horse. Finale, at least. It's not Sibelius. What's wrong with Sibelius? Give me the tea on that. Because here's the thing. I've actually debated getting Sibelius for like a little bit now for the sake of better MIDI files. And I've also heard it might be a little bit more user-friendly. Not to say that, like, I'm inept at music, because I'm not. Like, if I had to be cocky, I'm going to be cocky about my knowledge of music. Granted, I'm no ethnomusicologist. I do not have a DMA in music. But I do know some shit. I do know terminology, especially when I'm, like, more invested engulfed in it. And I feel myself going to sneeze. That's why my nose is starting to get stuffy. That's why I love having that mic. I could just, like, tap it on top and be like, alright, great, the sneeze is muted. So y'all didn't have to hear that. Whew. I don't know if this is allergies or what. I've only used MuseScore Shrug. I got nothing to add to this. I've used MuseScore in the past, back before I had a paid product. Alright, so I need to go over here to Spotify real quick. So y'all are gonna hear Spotify, because I can't not mute it. What is this button? Oh, lyrics? That would be interesting. Alright, how far is this into this? Ava is what's wrong with Sibelius. The software is fine, but overpriced and overhyped. Ah, okay. Okay. So this line is currently representing the vocal. What is this? Mom, hello. You know you're desperate for a job when your mom is helping you with the job search. She sent me a listing for an admissions position down in Virginia. I'm like, thanks, Mom. Alright, so let's listen to that part again. Ooh, wait, I think the bass line is literally just this, just down an octave. I think that's what it is. I will cry if it is, but I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, wait. Oh, yes, that's what I want. I want transposition. Bottom, bum, 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 bottom. Hi, everyone. How are you? Hey, Diana. How are you, friend? Welcome. We are currently working on some Halo music from Halo. While I lose my mind, it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm just gonna pretend my ears are okay. How are you, friend? I feel like I haven't seen you in a bit, but granted, I haven't had Grant on in a while. Granted, Grant. Haha. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, okay. Wait, I heard that. Heard that. Give me 2 more eighth notes in between there. Thank you. Thank you. Bum 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 bum. Fucking hell yeah. I should visit you more when Grant's on. Or not. That is your personal choice. I would love to see you more often because you're fun to have around, my friend. But if you're available, stop by. If not, no big deal. We're just vibing. We're just having a grand old time. Alright, so is this the bass line the entire time through here? Yeah, of course. Also, this is what you get for me, like, doing things by ear, is I listen to the same section, like, 15,000 times, and it's just, like, 3 to 5 seconds. But I listen to it, like, 15 times. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so then there it changes to B. Yeah, to B. Okay. Alright, so now we have our bass line. Now we have to do the strings, which is going to be our top line. Which I'm literally just going to, like, pull this. Because I'm pretty sure this is just going to be, like, literally the same thing. Over and over and over again. Because I know at least for these 2 bars, it's the same. This one might be a little different, and this one is definitely going to be a little different. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. God, I don't know what it is. I just took headache medication, but now I sneezed, and my nose is congested, and I feel like... Oh! Sorry, this is what happens when I don't game on stream. I just look at... Are we sure I don't have ADHD? Okay, let's go back and listen to this section again. listening for the high strings. Okay, so these two measures, yes, top note is okay, here we go. We're gonna be here a while. Aaron, you make music? Well, right now I'm transcribing music. But yeah, I do write music. If you ever need music for something, let me know. I will write it for you. I do enjoy writing music when it's not transcribing things. And this one sounds the same because the vocal line matches. Ding. That's a thing. Also, hi James! How are you? Yeah, could y'all also get a shout out for James, please? Because James is really cool, y'all. Go follow James if you're not already. But yeah, I mainly transcribe music and arrange it. So transcribing is taking something, listening to it like a shit ton of times, and transcribing what you hear. And arranging can be a form of transcribing, where you take the transcription and then arrange it for a different part that's different from the original. So like right now I'm doing a piano transcription arrangement, kind of. Yeah, so that's what I do. Okay. Okay, this might need to be slightly different. I might just need to change instruments. I'll change instruments for this one. See what happens. It also might be dynamic level. Yeah, it might be dynamic level as well. Because I want this line to speak out more. Bum 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 bum. Alright, just getting my ass kicked in Valorant. Oh no! I would help you, but I have never played Valorant before, so I cannot offer any advice, because I know nothing. Alright, let's try that now. And also, we can bring this line down, too. What dynamic mark can I start this at? Piano. Fuck. Never mind, we can't bring that down anymore, or else it's gonna be very unbalanced. Alright, we're gonna see what the not piano line, the strings do in this upcoming part. Sometimes I'm arranged as like, nope, all I have the energy for is phone games. Oh well. That's fair. That's very fair. Oh, you're so much fancier than me right now with my dumb tile game on my phone. Oh, come on. That's fun, though. Everyone has their own things that they like and enjoy. I'm not here to judge. I mean, granted, like, the last time I wrote music, I mean, I had to write something this weekend for somebody. But, before then, the last time I actually picked up Finale, I think was, like, a month or two ago. Because, like, fan fiction, schoolwork, Etsy, it's been a lot. And I have, like, other things that I want to do. I swear to heck, if you get this one, too. Is Adrian hoarding all the Pokemon again? I swear. Alright, paying attention to the strings. Okay, yeah, so the strings are mirroring the vocal line. So they're supposed to be together. But, oh my god, Adrian did catch Joltik. Oopsies. I should feel bad for my portable gaming systems. Oh, what game systems do you have, friend? I only have... It's gonna take a hot minute for it to do this. I only have my Nintendo 3DS and my Switch. Alright, y'all, we're entering new territory now. God fucking damn it. God. I have a Switch Lite and I have an emulator that plays like everything from GBA to PS1. Oh damn, I have a shit fail. No, it's fine. I have my 3DS. I originally started with a DS Lite.
A body has been discovered.
Oh my god, now this time I actually heard the body discovery notes because I had my headphones on. Hello, I'm gonna butcher this because my nose hurts. Mercurial writer. I can read. Welcome to us transcribing Behold a Pale Horse from Halo. How are you doing on this wonderful, wonderful evening, or morning, or nighttime, or the void? Hope you are well. Welcome to the Hacker at Den. I hope you enjoy your stay. Read. I'm getting a grad degree. I really hope I can read. I have my trusty Game Boy Advance colored. Ooh, a GAC, if you will. Ha! See what I did there? I might need to go get water. I did not during my break. I was like, I'll be fine. And now here I am chugging water like nobody's business. All right, we're gonna listen to this. I'm not really concerned about dynamics at the moment. It's more about notes. Okay, I think what's going to help me here, I might not need to change dynamic levels, but I think getting rid of the accents will help. Because having it doubled in 2 lines, I don't think we'll need the accents. Because originally the accents was because, like, when you listen to the original song piece, the strings, they're accenting on, like, where they want the beat to fall. So with here, I was trying to emphasize that. And also an NES that I haven't tested if works. Gotcha. Yeah, I started with a DS Lite, so like had the Game Boy Advance slot in it. I'm doing wonderful. That's very good to hear. I finished my grad school finals yesterday. You have finals in grad school? Oh god, I feel so bad for you. My program did not have finals. We had papers that we had to write usually for the end of the semester. Like, technically, my final research paper was due yesterday, but I did it last week because I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna get it done. Haha. So that's what I did. But, like, this week's our finals week, technically speaking. I played violin for a little bit today for the first time in a long time, and now my fingers are not happy with me. I miss my calluses. Oh, no! So I see you're in grad school, which is awesome. What are you in grad school for? Because grad school is huge. Considering I just finished, I'm graduating with my grad degree on Friday, and I'm going to flaunt this like nobody's business because I can, because it's my stream, I do what I want. So were you, like, you did play violin for a bit, because you had calluses, like, I had, like, the full, oh my god, no, my thumb callus is gone! Y'all. Oh wait, no, it's on this thumb. Haha. Cause I have a callus from, like, see, my thumbs are different size, like they have different bumps on them, and this is the one that you rest to play clarinet on. So I thought it was this thumb for like a hot second. Goodness. But you should flaunt that grad school. Such a huge achievement. Yeah, can I get a job with something to do with my degree? Please? That would be kind of cool. But yay! Good for you, Mercurial. My mouth hates me for having to say that. Not because it's your fault. My mouth is just awkward. Okay, let's listen to this again. I might go back in and add the accents again, but for now I'm going to keep them out. Okay. Violin is such a beautiful instrument. You know what my favorite instrument is? It's a French horn. Why? Because in every movie score, triple A movie, which I guess is like the big blockbuster films, they always give the theme to the French horn at some point in the movie. And I just think it's such a beautiful sounding instrument because it's mellow like a trombone can be, but also can be loud like a trumpet and obnoxious like a trumpet, which is like the perfect blend in my opinion. And also has a really, really good range. If you're like a fantastic French hornist who knows their instrument inside and out, it's a beautiful, beautiful range. It's the one instrument I really wish I focused more on in brass techniques because I absolutely love that instrument. I just had the shittiest instrument ever given to me where like the valve string broke like 30 minutes before my final exam on French horn. So I learned how to string a valve because of that instrument. I played French horn once, but not the brass instrument I played the most. Gotcha. I think the one I enjoyed playing the most was trombone. The one I've played the most is trumpet when it comes to brass instruments. Alright, so we're going to listen a little further. I think my ears just had a stroke. I'm gonna listen to that again. Okay, my ears just had a stroke. I think it goes to 4/4 here. What? Bruh. Why? This is a mess. This is gross. Hello? Delete things. Oh. Okay, so you're gonna be like this, aren't you? Okay. That's fine. Getting a master's in counseling psychology. Ooh, great. I just came back into playing music. My family discouraged me from pursuing music as a career, so my violin channel ended up sitting in my closet for almost... Oh, that's so sad. I'm glad you're finally returning to it, though. Like, coming back to something after not being with it for a while, whether it be playing music, doing an art or a creative activity, or, like, a pastime you really enjoy. Like, that, like, there's no other feeling like that. Like, having that nostalgic... revitalizing sensation of just doing something you love. So props to you. That's awesome. Sad that your parents stopped you from or discouraged you from pursuing music, but like there is opportunities. I don't know where you live, and you're not obligated to tell me where you live. There are opportunities to play music as an adult. And wait, hold on, I need to count beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Yeah, that makes sense. Never mind, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Wait, I'll just literally... Hold on. I'm making a mess. Don't let me have a keyboard ever. Wait, this doesn't make sense. Hold on. Wait, this may have been what I got stumped on. Is it in 5/4? Oh my god, I think it's 5/4. Hold on. Make it 5/4. I think it's that. I think it's that. My head hurts. Okay. Ah! Watch it be this. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, so sleepy. I am starting to, my headache is going away a little bit. Poor musical friends. You'll have to get them out and show them some love soon. Yeah, of course. Like, I still, like, hopefully whenever I actually find a job in my field, whenever I do end up moving out, I would like a townhouse or something where I can actually play music and not feel like playing clarinet in the middle of the day is going to bother people. Especially, like, if I do a decent job with soundproofing the room, like, and getting sound panels and everything. Because, like, I would honestly, like, if it's an afternoon stream, I would love to play clarinet for y'all. Like, have it as a redeem, like, Gray plays something on her clarinet. And, like, it wouldn't be, like, me playing Hot Cross Buns. It would be, like, an actual legit piece of music. Not to say that any other music is not legit, but, like, clarinet standard repertoire is what I should say. Same with piano, but piano I can actually, like, plug into the computer. Clarinet I can't. But I would love to do that with y'all, but I can't do that. Adrian, oh god, Adrian. God, Adrian. Yeah, pulling out the recorder now, I see. Alright. Time Sig is my beloved. Time Sig J is my beloved. Yeah, they're great. I'm waiting to hear back when the new season for the community orchestra starts. I want to play with them this year. The community orchestra serves anyone who plays an instrument. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to do something similar, but once I'm, like, out of the neck of the woods and, like, I know where I'm going to be living in terms of job, because I'm literally applying everywhere. But here is Hot Cross Buns on my recorder. You're welcome. Thank Adrian. He made it possible with his wonderful charitable donation of 440 tech points. And if you don't understand why it's 440, then you shouldn't be a musician. Lightheartedly saying that for the record. Alright, back to our regularly scheduled programming. That was different. Okay, but this measure is literally the same thing. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with copy paste. That was unique. A. Yeah, A440. Exactly. I'm going to get more water. Let's listen to that again. That was a... there was a Snom? Adrian's literally catching all the Pokemon, y'all. What the fuck are y'all doing? I don't understand. Oh, they're so cute. I give up. Game is rigged. Do we need a rigged gray emote? Is that what we need next? Okay. Okay, I know that section's in 4-4. Alright, but now we just need to get to that section in 4-4. Where goes the ba-da-da, ba-da-da? Like, what the fuck is that? Is it another 5-4 measure? Is that what it is? We're gonna cry. We're gonna try. We're gonna find out. Or fuck around and find out. Okay, and then this will revert to... No. Don't do that. We're just gonna cry a little bit. It'll be fine. Now let's figure out... No, nope, don't go that far. This is my thinking face. Trying to process what the fuck I just listened to. Maybe it's in 4-4. Maybe it is in 4-4 already. Maybe that does switch to 4-4 there. Hold on. Yeah. We're doing a heckin' thonk tonight, friends. God, my brain hurts. Let me figure out note-wise here, what I'm looking at here. Nope. I think that's what it is. I think. Oh wait, I don't need this doubled here. No, don't go back that far. Stop it. This is like ideally when I need like a third monitor. Maybe this is 6-4. 6-4 is speaking to me. I think it's 6-4. Cause it bum bum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum, it gets you over the bar line. That would make sense. Yes. Good work, team. Oh my god, I found piano sheet music for a song from Eichenfeld on MuseScore. And whoever put the sheet music together, I don't think knows how to key signatures. Oh no! Should we analyze it? Should we look at it? Do we want to dissect the sheet music? Do we want to do that? I mean, I don't want to, like, ridicule this person. But, like, I'm morbidly curious. Just gonna throw this here to be my template measure. Yeah, okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stick with vocal line first. Oh, DM you the link, LMAO. Okay. We'll stick with vocal line first. Then we'll go back and do the other ones. I mean, everything's formed from a certain point of view. Yeah, you're right to some aspect. Ah, yes. Okay, wait. I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out, friends. Maybe. In theory. We don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. It's fine. And then I think this is what it is. I think. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so what did you say about this? As far as I can tell, every F and C is sharp, but they put accents. Oh. I mean, there are some composers that prefer making it keyless and just writing out all the accidentals. There are composers who do that. But, like, sometimes, especially for things where it's constantly changing, not for something that's, like, staying the same. Let's make everything 1-1. I would cry if everything was 1-1. I would honestly have a conniption. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean, though, Glow. But, like, there are people who do, keyless signatures. But that's usually for pieces where the key signature is constantly changing, the tonal center is constantly changing, not for something that stays stagnant all the way through. Just find it so much easier to read when they're in the key signature. Do you want me to retranscribe it? Like, I can do that. I have no problem with it. But that's if you want. No pressure if you don't. I don't care either way. Alright. Okay, let's figure out baseline. One 4 then, or 1-8. Absolutely not. Not it's G. I'll probably plug it into note play. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, wait, I need to back up a little bit more. Wait. I think this last measure is in 12-8. I just have a hunch. That's in 12-8. I have one that's not changing. This one. Yeah, and I can fuck with it as I need to. Thank you. Goodbye. I don't think this one... Yeah, that was in 12-8. I mean, technically, you could probably write these 12-8 sections in 6-4. Like, in theory, like... Okay, yeah, technically the 1-6-4 measure I have could technically be in 12-8. I'm just lazy. I just heard it in 6-4 because I thought it was going to be 5-4, but it's not 5-4. But technically, it's just where you want the beat in the subdivision to be. That's what determines your key signature. I just know that middle measure is 4-4. Or it could technically be 8-8. But I hear the big beat. Or the subdivision or whatever. Alright. God. I'm having pain. It's only 9. It feels later than that. No, I need to go back farther. Okay, I think it mirrors. I think it does. Oh yeah, y'all get to hear me scream at my music program. Then I'm pretty sure just chop off those notes at the end. There we go. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna mirror, I think. Pretty sure. Yes, okay. Alright, and then I'll just figure out the bass line down here, but that'll probably be very simple. Then this section will be done. I have to do these individually or else I'll have to rebuild the entire chord and I don't feel like doing that. Wait, is this... Listen to strings? I think it's the full chord of what I have, but it's fine. Oh! Not Control Shift. This is what I do to write music, y'all. There's probably an easier way, but I just don't know. Okay, now bass line. Okay, so yeah, it's just following big beats. That's literally what it's doing. Okay, we'll listen to the beginning to make sure we got our key signatures right as well, so that'll also be very important. Not gonna read those now. All right, let's see. Yeah, bonus points if anyone actually knows where in the game this track comes from, because I don't know. I'm not that snarky sneers. For this track, I have no clue where in the game it comes from. It's on disc 1. It's the end of disc 1 for this. Because apparently this is 2 discs for Halo 3. I know it's in CE that it comes back. Behold a Pale Horse is a combined track. Oop, let me move that up a little bit. We're just gonna do a trade-off. It's gonna be fine. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da, 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 ba-da-ba-da-da. We're literally copy paste that. Because why make more work for yourself? That doesn't line up in 4-4 now. Okay, oh no. Metrically, it lines up in 4-4. But when you conduct for the measure, it doesn't line up. Unless if there's time changes, there might be a 3-4 thrown in there. That might be why. That might be why. Okay, and this needs to have more gumph. Gumph is a word now, everybody. Just made a new word. It's gumph. It's fine. Y'all can come up with what that means. I was trying to say gusto, but then my brain said no, because that sounds like gumbo. No. Like, alright, cool, whatever. I think that's what it is for the next part. Okay, maybe the ending is just in 3-4 then. Gump? Gump? You mean like candy? There's a candy named Gump? What? Since when? That doesn't sound like an American candy. I would be very surprised if it's an American candy. Okay, wait, I need to listen to that section again. Haha. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth. Gomp? I don't know what Gomp is. Nope, we want a chord note there. Wait, I could just put half rest there. What am I doing? I don't know. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-da-da. Nope, that's... Pretty sure this is our 3-4 measure. Providing that'll actually... No, don't do that. Why is it doing this? I don't understand. Why are you like this? I'll DM you pick up the candy. Oh, please do. Yes, please. I'm very curious. Okay, what does the end sound like of this segment? Okay, and then I'm pretty sure this just all goes down to a B, so it's going to transpose down a perfect fourth. Down a fourth. Don't need to specify if it's perfect or not, because it just automatically assumes everything. Forced Gump 2, Gump again. Oh my god. So anyway, I started gumping. Y'all are literally awful. Okay, so obviously, oh wait, I might need to do octave on this one just so it has a little bit more gump to it. We'll try that. We'll see what happens. All right, let's go back a little bit. Yeah, okay. I'm assuming it's gonna be the same format. That's what I'm assuming right now, at least. Once upon... Oh my god. Can I ban my own mods? Is that something I could do? I also need to change the time signature again, because I forgot to change it back to 4-4. Oh god, this broke. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, we're gonna start with this and see if it deviates from it. Huh, it's deviating. Haha. Let me select this. Thank you. Okay. B, C sharp. No. I want that. I think that's what it is. I think that's where it's going for right now. Is that line. Okay, then another 3-4 measure. Oh, wait, I need to transpose this down a fourth. Okay, Wednesdays are now Gump Day. Well, hello there, mister. You weren't supposed to be there. Let me see. Oh, I have never had Gomp before. It looks kind of gross. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's start this section at the beginning. Think. Let's add dynamics. Yeah. also make this aggressive. Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I think I need both pianos playing this because it sounds so empty because it's in unison. I'm pretty sure it doesn't break into harmony. Random fact. Competitive art used to be an Olympic sport. Between 1912 and 1948, the international sporting events awarded medals for music, painting, sculpture, and architecture. They should really bring that back. The fuck? If playing ping pong can be a sport, then marching band is a sport. Don't at me. You can't change my mind. Are these... Did I make them do the same instruments? No, they're different. Why do they sound the same? I don't like that. Okay. Okay. I think I might save that part for another day. Like, I'm really happy with the progress I made here. And we did spend an hour on it. Okay, Steam. Alright, cool. Thanks for opening. You didn't need to do that. Bloop. Waltz. Of course, Glow. You want to see me work on the opening theme from Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. Of course you do. Of course you do, friend. Let's see. Oh god, we're like tied in 3 ways. Y'all aren't gonna make this easy for me. Okay. I think for the next hour, we're gonna work on who would I be if I didn't. I mean, y'all could have picked multiple options. That was the whole point. Pick more than one. Hi, I've been lurking about... Mary! I hope you were lurking and listening to me work on Halo music. I actually need to see if I have this. If I have exfiltration. If I started it. I don't think I have. If I did, I don't see it. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna... New document. Pog. I think I started working on it, and I said, like, yeah, no, I'm done. Oh god, who's the one who writes this shit? I forgot. Oh, Chris Remo. I kept thinking of the game studio. Campo Santo. Look at all you. Everyone but Yolfador. That's so funny. Yolfador, are you doing good over there, bud? Okay, if I have to guess, this is probably going to be in 4-4. But we'll figure that out. Nope, it's in 3/4. It's in 3/4. And I'm pretty sure it's in C minor. Okay, we're gonna 40 measures, sure. Okay. I didn't realize how long this one is either. It's 2 minutes. Over 2.5 minutes long. Alright, now I go back and determine tempo. Give me a second. I might commit Sudoku. Not Sudoku. That's time consuming. I think I've established tempo. Oh yeah, I use a metronome app. I don't even know if you could see it. I use a metronome app because you can tap for the tempo, which is like the best thing ever to exist. So alright, I tapped in around like 95. Tempo marking. Uh-oh. You think you've been discovered. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. You're gonna do a sneaky thing after when you contender in the ring.
I need to make that as a, redeem. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's hot. Okay, so... Okay. So I'll just do a tremolo for 3 measures. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Sound good? Cool. Because, like, I have no other way how to show that. A body has been discovered. Oh, wait. Oh, I put in the wrong instrumentation, didn't I? I did. Oop, there goes the entire score. Not anymore. There it comes. Pog. Alright, cool. I was like, why are there only 2 stabs? I remember putting 2 pianos in here. That's a cute emote. Yeah, Twitch Twitter is very interesting from what I see. I don't really interact with Twitch Twitter all that often, with the exception of, like, my close friends, like, Glow, that I interact with. Anthony doesn't talk a lot on Twitter, I don't think. But, like, Super Jazz Challenge, move forward without undoing anything. Yikes. Eggy! Look at the Eggy. Also, have I gotten any redeems that I should know about that I have not done? I did Eggy earlier. I wasn't sure if there's anything that happened between now and then that I should be aware of. Okay. Now, look at the raving Eggies. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Also, guess who tried on binders today? Okay, are we really gonna do this shit again? Do I have to do this again? Why are y'all on 2 separate eardrums? I don't understand. I don't get it. Only been Eggy and hot cross buns. Okay, cool. Alright, I just wanted to be sure that I wasn't missing anything because of last night. And yes, tomorrow night will be Detroit Become Human. I should be starting at 7. Name a more iconic duo. Who's the more iconic... Wait, what? Eggy and... Are you talking about Eggy and Austin, the avocado? Is that what you're talking about right now? Alright. We're gonna remember our tool we learned earlier, everybody. Easy tremolos. Total beams. Sure. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Oh, and the box will stay forever. Eggy and hot boss crust. Oh my god. Yikes. That's a yikes. That's a no from me, friends. Alright, let's see how this sounds. Okay, I want more something a little bit more relaxed than that. That sounds a little too forced. Just saying. Tools, tremolos. Let's do 2 beams. Go. Bet. Sounds like the opener for, this doesn't even sound like... Doesn't even sound like the Concert D grand piano. Doesn't fucking sound like it, but whatever. It's fine. It's fucking fine. It's whatever. It's fine. Okay, so that's our beginning. Can I tie them together? Is that a thing I can do? Hell yeah. That looks professional. Okay, we're just gonna, like, skip forward to the measure. Ba-da-da. Yeah, this is how I do this. I just plug in notes. No, go back. Ba-da-da. Nice to know it's a C minor chord being outlined. It's good. It's very good. Okay. 2 measures. Okay, and that is where we're gonna thump in the my signature. Down, octave, there, pog. Pogaroonies. Alright, I'm gonna step away for a second and grab some water. I'm not gonna put the BRB screen on because it's literally just gonna be like a minute. Have fun with chair stream, friends. BRB. Thank you for the water, Redeem. So, Chair, how does it feel to be famous? Oh god, I love the little chair votes. Chair has turned their back to us. Oh no.
How unfortunate.
Yes, but thank you for the water, Redeem. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see how far we get into this. If I get into a really good groove, we'll finish it out. Considering we're only 10 seconds into it. But, yeah, I'll probably end at my normal time anyway, just for the sake of my own sleep schedule. That is not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. We're like 17 seconds in. It's not bad. Right, I'm pretty sure the baseline here is the same. We'll listen to it again, though. How do I feel? I think... Ooh, okay, there's that top line that's coming in now. So I think it starts coming in around here-ish. I think. We will find out momentarily. Just gonna throw that up an octave so it makes more sense. Actually, no, you can hear it from the beginning of this line. Okay. Let's move it over here. We'll adjust it in a moment. Okay, to really listen for it. Is it just up an octave? Yeah, I think it's literally just up an octave. My ears sometimes deceive me. It's kind of sad. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this super fucking quiet. Because you can barely hear it. And then it gets a little louder. Then it gets a little louder. I'll figure it out from there. This is where this one kind of gets louder than the other one. Okay, I'm gonna save now. I really need to go through my finale files again and just like rename shit. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, Firewatch is pretty straightforward with the sheet music. I should have specified this is from Firewatch. This one is really quiet by this point. Yeah, this is just... My favorite is just when it's repeated like 15 billion times. Like, yeah, you get that. Fuck yeah. Never mind. It got not quiet anymore. Fuck. Okay, so these two swap again. I usually don't do dynamics yet, but because this is so repetitive, it only makes sense. And also because it's so repetitive, it helps me track where I am in the music when I'm listening to it. This one probably drops down to here. They're doing a lot of reversals. Impidimp. Is that a nickname for impotence? Impotence? I don't know. Is it? Is it, y'all, Fedor? Is it? Oh, also, I just officially got my hiring papers for GameStop. Yeah, I just got hired. Okay, I'm gonna stand on my soapbox real quick. How come I have no traditional retail experience? Okay, wait. If I'm gonna stand on my soapbox, I need to stand on my tea time soapbox. All right. How is it that I can walk in to a retail job with no traditional experience with retail, get hired by having a half-hour conversation, but I have several years working in student affairs and can't get hired in a position after numerous interviews? How does that make sense? How does that make sense? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That is my question. I mean, in theory, I could probably make it make sense, but, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, she could have said, no, you don't have retail experience, we don't want you, especially because, like, I would be getting keys. Like, I'm going to become, like, not a manager, but, like, I'm going to have keys, because I'll be doing opening shifts. But, like, how does that work? Yeah, I'm happy, like, I'm getting a job. It's part-time, and it's, like, $10 an hour, so, like, it won't pay all of my bills, so I'm gonna have to, like, probably do some Instacarting as well, or get money elsewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna strip everybody. Kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Why is that lagging? I don't understand. That's odd. Okay, whatever. I don't know. That is just bothers me a little bit. Anyway. Okay, so we're back to role reversal here. This will be great, too. God, I'm so excited for this potential podcast. Y'all have no idea. Now I know no idea where I am in the music. It's fine. This kind of dies down a little bit here at the end. I'm probably going to have to make a third row of piano for this. Oop, we're going to need more score because we've ran out of measures. Another 50, please and thank you. That's what I was going to ask for. And that's where it changes there as well. We might literally finish this tonight. Just like getting bare bone notes on a page, we might finish this tonight. Because I still have to go back and edit dynamics, because this one really relies on dynamics, which I'm saying like that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, because usually it depicts on like what the scene looks like. And for the longest time, ever since high school when I played this game, when I played Firewatch for the first time, I really wanted to do a series on YouTube where I dissected each piece of music from the game, because they're all so good. Like, it became like when I would drive 15 minutes down the road to do my student teaching at the local elementary school, I would listen to this soundtrack literally on repeat, because like I was meandering through backwoods, back county, so like it gave me Firewatch vibes, but not Firewatch vibes. So like I listened to this soundtrack on heavy repeat along with like other acoustic indie stuff as well. And I always wanted to do a video series where I dissected the musical components of each piece and how it relates to the structure of the game and of the scenes themselves. I always thought that would be fun, but maybe I'll save that for the podcast. I don't know. There's a lot of ideas in this brain and not enough time to actually do all of them. Which is kind of like why I'm like cool with this part-time job and being part-time, even though it's not going to be like enough for me to survive, but we'll figure that out. And technically, in theory, this is a temporary position. It's not going to be like a year. If I am in this position for a year, we're going to have problems. But, Yeah, I forgot. I forgot what I was gonna say. All right. This tool. Wait. Hold on, wait a second. Oh, wait. This is different. But wait, I know this one is supposed to be different anyway. But it's different in this sense, too. I knew I was missing something. I'm just spitballing there. That's not actually what they are. I think it actually goes up to here. I think. Okay. Okay, so I need to go back and change all these now. Yay! We're musicians. I'm literally just gonna change the back half because I'll know to go back and fix it later. In theory, I should know to go back and fix it later because that means I have to change all of the metronome, or not the metronome markings, the dynamic markings, which I don't feel like doing at this moment. So just letting it suffer. Okay, that's where it shifts again. We're musicians, comrades. This is our music. Yeah, for real. Yeah. Yeah, we just make shit up as we go along. Yeah, I remember thoroughly describing, not Watch Dogs, God. Firewatch's instrumentation to be organic in nature because of the use of acoustic guitars, and there is like horns in there. I believe it's French horn. It sounds like French horn. And percussion. And there are strings that do play as well, like violin type strings, orchestra type strings. So it's very organic in nature. And then there are some sound effects or electric guitars, and I'm pretty sure these are electric, or they're modified in some way, shape, or form. We're gonna save that real quick. Alright, I feel in a much better spot with this now, considering we just started it tonight. Let's see what time it is. Oh, it's 9:53. Okay, here's the tea. We are gonna end it here, because I do have two interviews tomorrow, and I want to make sure that I am well rested for those. So we're gonna end it here for tonight. Like, I know it wasn't like my usual streaming stuff of playing games, but y'all did earn a lot of we hit my sub goal of doing a music writing stream. Would this be something you would like to see me do in the future? Would y'all like want to see more music writing stuff? It doesn't have to be just arrangements. It can be like we write something from scratch and work on it. Would that be something y'all would like to see in the future? And of course, y'all can like voice your opinions in the Discord as well. I thoroughly enjoy it because I get to like show my little expertise, knowledge, and what I know as a musician. And I think it's fun. I think it's fun doing this with y'all. It's not my typical content, but hey, it's like part of me. Gun is streaming. Oh my god, we gotta go raid to Gun. Yes, we love Gun. Gun is fantastic. So we're gonna go raid over to Gun. Thank you for the cheer, friend. Yeah, more music, more better. Yay! Okay, we'll definitely do that in the future. Thank you for the cheer. I appreciate you, Adrian. Appreciate you very, very much. Alright, so we're gonna go right over to Gun right now, who is playing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So that should be fun. I haven't seen Gun stream in a really long time, so I'm really happy to see that they're streaming right now. So we're gonna go... Oh! Adrian, I have the same brain cell. Thank you all for joining me this wonderful, wonderful evening. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Detroit Become Human. Thursday, I will not be streaming. We will be doing Husband Tier List stream sometime next week. I put a placeholder date in the Discord server because I do have to figure out when I'm going to be doing training next week, if I am getting trained for a job next week. So that'll be forthcoming. This weekend is so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there will be no stream. Sunday, there might be something. I'm not sure what it will be yet. Depends on my emotional stability. I would like to put, ideally, I would like to push forward with more Detroit Become Human. So I will be looking to do more of that, at some point. I definitely want to finish Machine Connor on stream. So we might fuck around with some timelines a little bit. We might kill Marcus off. We might kill Marcus off as soon as we can. Just so we can get through the Connor stuff. Or we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're gonna be doing Detroit Become Human tomorrow night. Should be starting at the regular time. Everything should be good. But yeah, thank you all for joining tonight. I appreciate it. I know it's different from my normal stuff that I do. So I really appreciate you all taking the time to stop by and check out what else I do behind just gaming and whatnot. And I will be more not last minute with that. I just had the urge to just write some music tonight. So I wanted to take advantage of that. But hey, Yolfador, you finally caught something. Good for you. Alright, so we're gonna head over to Gun to say hello to Gun. If I do not see you at the raid, I'll see you in the Discord server, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow night for more Detroit Become Human. And with that, have a wonderful evening, friends. I will see you all very soon. Aaron Gray, signing off.